Dear professors, I would like to welcome you to also welcome to the President. My topic is related to water issue, or water can be used as peace water, and the title Turkey, North Cyprus and neighbor country peace water project. Firstly, I will talk briefly about the global climate effect, and then about the water resource, and then we will talk about the aim of this study and the water resource in Turkey and the neighbor country, especially in the Mediterranean regions. Also, as example, or the biggest project, water pipeline project between Northern Cyprus and Turkey, and then peace water from Turkey to the neighbor country. Firstly, the effect of a global climate change are left on the worldwide, especially in the Mediterranean regions. Also, according to IPCC, the global measurement temperature may be increased up to 4 degrees Celsius in 2100. And this one will affect the water resource, also the water demand in the world. Also, the increase in the populations and the urbanization also will increase the water consumption in the world. Today, in many parts of the world, the water scarcity has become one of the major issues in the world, especially in the Mediterranean regions. Water scarcity is currently related to the renewable water resource. Also, as we know, the air temperature and the precipitation, like rainfall and snow, are the major parameter affect the human activities and the water demand. Therefore, this paper is provided an overview fact relating to the water resource in the Turkey and the neighbor country, especially in the Mediterranean regions. Also, it highlights the water resource in each country, such as Lebanon and Egypt, Israel and Palestine and Cyprus, with the focus of a drinking water or fresh water. Also, this work is also investigate the importance of the Northern Water Project pipeline to Northern Cyprus and neighbor country as peace water. Briefly about Turkey, as you know, Turkey has complex geographic and demography and climate setting, and in Turkey it has 9 climate type, as you can see in this slide, like Mediterranean climate, or humid Mediterranean climate, or party with Mediterranean climate, and the rest. Also, because of the geographic and demography and the climate setting, Turkey has 25 water basins with different significant discharge. In general, Turkey is considered as not rich country, water rich country in fresh water resource. We can consider water rich country if the capacity more than 110,000 cubic meter per person per yearly, and for Turkey is around 1.5 or 1,000 cubic meter per person annually. For this reason, Turkey is not rich water in water resource. Also, as you can see in this graph or in these figures, the rivers, the most important rivers in Turkey, and as you can see in this table, the 4 or 5 basin river discharge, especially in the south part in the Turkey, was discharged to the sea, Mediterranean Sea, and the capacity and the total capacity for this water is around 50 billion cubic meter. About the water resource in each country, let's start with Cyprus Island. Cyprus is the 3rd biggest island in the Mediterranean Sea, and the climate of the Cyprus is Mediterranean climate. It's mean hot in summer and cooler in winter. Also, the water resource in the country is divided into 2 parts, is the groundwater and surface water dam. Also, the rainfall is the main water resource in the island. Also, both sides, the Greek side and the northern side, have a problem with the quantity and the quality of the water resource. In the second country, as Lebanon is a small Mediterranean country, also is the climate of this country is dry in summer and cold wet winter. Also, the water resource in Lebanon is divided into three parts: 51% groundwater, and 46% surface water, and around 3% surface storage in dam or lagoon. And the water resource, but the problem about the water resource in this country is heavily polluted. Also, the main river in the country also has high level of bacteria, which we cannot use it for drinking or using. Also, the coastal water in Lebanon are also heavily polluted by wastewater flowing from domestic sewage discharge. The second country is Egypt. Also, as you know, Egypt, the Mediterranean Sea is bordered by north, and Gaza Strip and Israel and the road to the east, and Sudan to the south, and Libya to the west. Also, the main river in the Egypt is Nile, and the northern ward along some 1,600 kilometers of Egyptian-Sudanian border to the Mediterranean Sea. And the water resource in the Egypt, it's shown in this tables, and the total water resource is around 80.25 billion cubic meter per year. But also Egypt has bad quality water. Also the quality of the water, it has declared as one of downstream, with the worst pollution occurs in the northern lakes. Also, the demand of the domestic purpose is about 3 billion cubic meter per year of wastewater discharge to the Nile River. Also, the rivers has 1.3 billion meter cube per year of untreated wastewater discharged into the surface water. Also about the Palestinians, also the water resources in this country is surface water, and the main river in this country is Jordan River, and the water resource in this country is polluted. Same thing also for Israel. So as we know, the water project, pipeline project as example for is the biggest project between Turkey to northern Cyprus to discharge water, and is the best solution to solve the problem issue in northern Cyprus. And the total water needed, for example, in 2010 is 36.12 helium meter cube. As you can see, this is in general, most of you have the knowledge about it. And this is the map. It shows the pipeline project from the dam to the northern Cyprus. And the main project is including 3 structures in Turkey and sea cross and the structure in the northern Cyprus. And this is the sea cross-section map. So, water from Turkey to the neighbor country can be used as a peace water, because Turkey to Northern Cyprus water project is unique and complex project globally, and Turkish government, they call this project is peace water. Also, the issues of water may be important for solution for Cyprus problem and will be solved up to 40 years or 50 years. Also, the project will be a great contribution to the economic of the country. Also, water project, which is achieved for the first time in the world, has been realized to solve the water problem in the northern country, also can be solved for the neighbor country. For example, for the southern part of the Cyprus, we can talk about the water resource in the southern part in Cyprus. The amount water resource needed in southern part is nearly 265 million cubic meter in 2000, while is increasing up to 2005 to 177.8, and up to 2020 the capacity or the amount of water need around 313.7 million cubic meter in 2020, which means the northern or southern part need water more than northern part. Also, if you see the bound capacity of the southern Cyprus is nearly 10 times more than the capacity of the northern Cyprus, because the bound capacity in the South Cyprus is about 330 million cubic meter, while in the northern Cyprus is 33 million cubic meter. Considering the dry seasons, especially in summers, so South Cyprus, the only water resource for South Cyprus is the rainfall. So we believe that the solution of the current water problem in the south part of Cyprus is Turkey. So Turkey is ready to share the water to the south part of Cyprus. With that project of that supply, Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus with 75 million cubic meter of water to be transferred through the pipeline from Turkey. Also, we know that Turkey is not a country which is not rich in water. However, there are considerable amount of water, billions of cubic meter, as we can see in that, as mentioned previously, the amount of water resource, especially in the south part of Cyprus, discharged to the sea around 50 cubic million. Yes, Turkey. Yes. As a matter of fact, considering the fact that capacity of a Dragon Stream, which will provide only 75 million cubic meter of water per year, if Turkey like, the number of pipeline can be installed only from this river can be 10 times, which can be used for the neighbor of country. The transmitted water will be used as a drinking, industrial, and irrigation water, and will be a great contribution to the economic development of the northern Cyprus. Also, part of it can be sold to the Greek side of Cyprus and transferred to the neighbor country by either pipeline or by tank. Turkey views water as catalyst for cooperation rather than source of conflict. Also, the economic development of spreading prosperity to all people is in the region will be the most effective means of creating a climate of peace and good neighborly relation in the Middle East. Thank you.